Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. A Russian Navy spy ship is again causing a stir off Hawaii, this time just north of Oahu. The latest pass-by the spy ship comes after a massive Russian naval and air exercise west of Kauai resulted in 3 U.S. F-22 fighters scrambling on Sunday evening. The F-22s did not intercept the Russian bomber flights that were taking part in the exercise. Late last month, a U.S. missile defense test was briefly delayed off Kauai due to the presence of a Russian surveillance ship. The U.S. test was eventually carried out, but it failed to intercept a medium-range ballistic missile target. Hawaii health officials reported 3 more coronavirus-related deaths and 44 additional coronavirus infections. The latest figures bring the statewide pandemic death toll to 510, and the total cases as the start of the pandemic to 37,214. Today's new infection cases include 16 on Oahu, 15 on Maui, 9 on the Big Island, 1 on Kauai, and 3 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside of the state. State officials counted 6 additional COVID hospitalizations today. As of Thursday, there were 36 COVID patients in Hawaii hospitals, with 8 in intensive care beds and 2 on ventilators. Health officials say more than 56% of the state's population has been fully vaccinated for the coronavirus. More coronavirus restrictions in Hawaii will be lifted when the vaccination number hits 60%. A Honolulu judge has sentenced a man to 30 years in prison for manslaughter and assault after his speeding pickup truck killed 3 pedestrians and injured 4 others in Kaka'ako. Police say Alan Sumang, 29, was drunk and behind the wheel in 2019 when he struck a pedestrian island on Ala Moana Boulevard. Investigators found a half-empty bottle of liquor in his vehicle. Sumang pleaded guilty in March. Travis Lau of Honolulu, Casimir Percorni of Pennsylvania, and Reino Keda of Japan died in the crash. Prosecutors say Sumang may be eligible for parole in less than 7 years, but they will be asking the parole board to make him serve the entire 30-year sentence. A woman suffered critical head injuries Thursday after leaving a pickup truck in the middle of a Salt Lake street, then grabbing onto it as it drove on. Police said the incident happened at about 5:45 p.m. near Bougainville and Radford Drives. A 27-year-old man driving a pickup west on Bougainville, and witnesses say there was an argument going on inside the truck. The witnesses told police that a woman in her 20s or 30s left the passenger side of the truck, then pounded on its windows. The man, meanwhile, drove the truck around other vehicles in an apparent attempt to get away from her. She eventually grabbed into the truck, and as it turned left onto Radford Drive, she fell and hit her head on the pavement. The man stopped and ran back to her. She was taken to a hospital where she was listed in critical condition. Police said they continue to investigate the incident. Finally, the University of Hawaii announced today that Rich Hill of San Diego will be its next head baseball coach. Hill has spent the last 23 years as the University of San Diego's head coach. He replaces Mike Trapasso, whose contract was not renewed for a 21st season. UH Athletic Director David Matlin said Hill is a high-energy coach with a proven track record and over 1,000 wins in 35 years of coaching. Matlin also said Hill was a man of integrity who knows Hawaii well, including its baseball culture. Hill said he was beyond humbled and honored to serve the University of Hawaii. It's Aloha Friday, and what better way to bring in the weekend is by sitting down with Lanai Tabura, one of the 3 faces and brains behind Aloha Plates, the Hawaiian food truck competing on the Food Network's The Great Food Truck Race All-Stars. Go check it out. Aloha Hawaii, I'm here in Kaka'ako with the one and only Lanai. As we all know, he is a man of many things, and one of the things that he has accomplished over quarantine was Aloha Plates. Can you give us a little bit about what Aloha Plate is and where can we watch it?
Aloha Plate is a food truck that we put together about 6 years ago, and we won the Great Food Truck Race Season 4, and now it's the Great Food Truck Race All-Stars on the Food Network and Discovery Plus every Sunday. You can watch at 6 o'clock in Hawaii or 9 o'clock on the West Coast.
Perfect.
Yes.
So 2 shows have already been seen.
Yeah, we had the second elimination this past Sunday, and we made it. So we're headed to the Redwoods this Sunday.
So while you're filming, give me a little bit about how this all started. So it's you and 2 other guys.
Yeah, my brother Adam Tabura and Sean Felipe. And Sean is a stand-up comedian that him and I used to travel all over and do comedy with. And then he moved to LA to become a comedian, and he used to open for Joe Coy and a bunch of other comedians. And he went to an audition, and next door to the audition it said Food Network Great Food Truck Race. So he thought he would pop in. So he went in and they said, "Are you here to audition?" And he said, "Yeah." And he wasn't. So he went in and auditioned, and they said, "Who would be your 2 teammates?" And he said, "Oh, 2 friends of mine, they're brothers, Lanai and Adam Tabura." And that was it. He called me and says, "Hey, I went to this audition and they really liked us. I got a call back and they want to see us in LA."
For the full interview, be sure to check out and subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser's YouTube page. Let us know where you guys are rooting for Aloha Plates from as they take on the Redwoods this Sunday at 6 p.m. HST on Food Network and Discovery Plus. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at Star-Advertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back